Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hi, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Sprindale SG270 travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. First and foremost, your slide. Make sure you have plenty of room for your slide to open without being impeded at all. Then I want you to think about your water and electricity hookup. Your water is going to be on your off-camp side at the front of your unit or your driver's side. Then your power is all the way at the rear of the unit, coming out here on your off-camp side. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities. First thing you're going to do after you unhook your hitch, our hitch man is going to go over that with you, is you're going to level your unit. You do have a power tongue jack here with a night docking light. Retract or extend. I recommend getting a level from our store and sticking on the side of your unit. You can tell when your unit's level, or just stick one inside the doorway. Now should you lose power, there is a manual override here. Open this rubber stopper and a small crank handle will open that up for you. Control that there. Now speaking of power, when I arrive at the campsite, I like to check my terminals. Make sure all the terminals on your battery box are connected well. Got our unit level. Next thing you're going to do is stabilize it. Coming over to this corner here, here's your hand crank for your stabilizing jacks. Here's just a 3/4 inch socket. Put it on, crank them down. Now what I do recommend are stabilizing jack pads. Get some pads to put underneath here. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot tar, melting pavement. It's also going to keep it from sinking in. Run all four corners down. Then go back and check the other corners and make sure you haven't raised it at all. Remember, these are just stabilizing jacks. You just want to bring it down until it's taut. Once we've got our unit level and stable, next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming to the off-camp side of your unit, it's going to be your 30 amp power cord. Stores inside conveniently. Now at the end of that 30 amp, should you need to plug into 110, and your convenience pack is this 30 to 110 amperage reducer. It's going to reduce the power down to 30 to 110. You can plug that in anywhere. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Coming to the front of your unit on your off-camp side are both your water connections. First and foremost, you're going to hook up your water pressure regulator. This can reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psis, protecting the lines inside your unit. Always use this whenever putting liquid inside your unit. Hook up your city water connect, hook up your hose, but don't turn your water on. You're going to go over here to your campsite and find your hot water heater. This access panel here is for your hot water heater. Turn this and open it up. And all we're doing is making sure that we put our drain plug back in. You may have left it out from last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater. So make sure that's back in. Once it is, you can go ahead and turn on your city water connect hose. Once that hose has been running for a little while, you're going to pull on this pressure release valve. It's going to release air like it just did there. And then a steady flow of water is going to come out. Once water's coming out, you know that your hot water heater is full and can be lit from indoors. Now there is a little switch down here, on-off switch. That on-off switch is only to be used when plugged into 110. Instructions here. Now let's say you're going camping and you're not going to be hooked up to city water. You're going to be using potable water. You're going to come back around here, right next to your city water connect is your fresh water tank. Remove this, fill your water tank. Again, go over and burp or let the air out of your hot water heater. And then your hot water heater can be lit from indoors again. Just remember, whenever you're using fresh water connect, potable water, dry camping, turn on your water pump. You'll do that from indoors as well. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water connect. It's already pressurized. Alright, we got our water hooked up, electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk you around the unit, show you a few things on the outside. You have your big pass-through storage here. Your slide. Another recommendation on these wipers, they call them. They do have a wiper fluid. You want to make sure that these are pretty good. You want to make sure that these stay flexible so that they can go in and out and won't crack on you or dry rot. Coming around the back of your unit, you have an outdoor shower. Hand will fit down here. Underneath that, your power. Down here are your two gray and black tanks. Talk about them when leaving the campsite. Your other stabilizing jack. On this back corner is where you hook up your cable. Do you have a spare tire with a cover? Coming around here to your outdoor kitchen. Extend this out. Your hose will go on here. You will hand light your stove here. You also have this extra prep space on each end and underneath your stove. Cord goes back here. There it is. Bring this cord out of here and hook it up to your quick connect. Outdoor fridge plugs in back there. You have an outdoor light, plumbing to keep an eye on. Make sure you lock this when you're out camping. This is access to the back of your fridge. This here's your Suburban furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this, it'll get rather warm. There's a hood for your microwave. Again, your hot water heater. This is prepped with a mount for a television, cable, and 110 hookup. Now, I mentioned the level earlier. There's already a level on your unit. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. One last thing I forgot to mention as I come around here. On your propane tank, you do have a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank that you wish to be using. Now let's take a look on the inside. Coming inside your entry doorway, make sure that everyone in the party knows where the fire extinguisher is. It's always going to be by your entry doorway. Also by your entry doorway on the bottom side of your entertainment here is your propane carbon monoxide detector. This is a 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention that is it's always going to be running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not plugged into power, if you're out dry camping, then disconnect one of your batteries. Disconnect the terminal so that it's not going to run your battery down. Continuing up on the wall here, here's your thermostat. Heat, fan, cool, set it at desired temperature. Looks like you do have a sound system still in this unit. Taking the television, but there's everything for you to hook it up. Coming into the kitchen here, you have a 110 on there. And turn on lighting. self-explanatory microwave. Above your oven you do have a light and fan. On your stove, it looks like we'll have to hand light these. Coming down here is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you have mostly 15s, a couple 30s, a 40. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Up here on the wall, a couple controls. This is where you turn on your water heater. If you're hooked up to electric, turn it on here. If you're hooked up to gas, turn it on here. And here's your water pump where you turn it on if you're dry docking and using potable water. And here's where you check your tanks, your batteries, your fresh tanks, galley tanks, all those are empty. 110 there. Of course, your Dometic fridge. Open this up here. Here's where you turn it on and off. Right now you're on auto. Auto means that when you're plugged in, you're on power. As soon as you unplug, it'll automatically switch to gas. Or you can put it on strictly gas. Here's your temperature setting. 3 settings, that being the coldest. Looks like that LED lighting can shut off here as well. Nope. It's all part of it. Come around the unit, your antenna. Crank all the way to the left. When you arrive at campsite, crank it all the way to the right. Your bunk room. Come into the bathroom, mention a couple things. This is where your 110 with GFCI protection is going to be. Your breaker for that. And that you have some plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing. Under the sinks behind the toilet. You are bouncing the house down the road. You already have this set for travel. You bring that table down and set it on these lips. Bring your back cushions in if you want it for bed. You have the 2 posts set in there and simply slide into those. Theater seating. Back behind that you do have a charging station with a 12 volt and a couple USB ports. More of your individual lighting through here. What's great with this individual lighting is you can go through and dim all the lights at night except for say one over the bathroom. Have a couple smoke alarms in here. One out here in the living room. One in here in the bedroom. Also in the bedroom you have a big nightstand area. 110 on each side. More lighting. And here's your TV. Cable and plug-in for that is up there. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving and going to up the stations. Oh, I do want to mention also inside your entryway doorway, this is for all of your lighting. This is for your awning in and out. This is for your slide in and out. Battery hookup will run your slide. I recommend just plugging in and then running it out. On your awning, you're only going to want to run that out until it's at about 90 degrees. There's a flap on the end of it. I'm running it out right now to show you what I'm talking about. So when that flap falls down to 90 degrees, you know that you're out far enough. You don't want to extend it any further past there, because it will stretch your awning. Let me show you that. So that's how far you want to run it. You just want to run it until it falls down at 90 degrees like that. Alright, so let's head on out. We're going to drain some waters. We're going to pull our hot water plug. We're going to bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. We're going to come around to our off-camp side. And below your water connections is a fresh water drain. Drain that out. Close up all the slides, head up to the dump station. when we're at the dump station. In your convenience bag is a sewage hose. You hook that sewage hose up here. The first one you're going to pull is the rear one. That's your black tank. You pull that black tank, let that run for a while, and then you're going to pull a gray, either one. Pull one. Once that's empty, pull the other. That gray tank is going to clean out your sewage hose. It's going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. Once you're done there, come over here and conveniently store your sewage hose inside your tailgate. Again, we thank you from TradeWinds for choosing this. Hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.